All right, so for today, the only homework, and I'll tell you this up front in the video, is to do a perfect unit circle. And I want to do a little bit of review with you, though, before we have you make the perfect unit circle. You ready? If I asked you where 5 pi over 4 is, for me, it doesn't just instantly snap into place. It doesn't take long because I've been teaching this a while. But the first thing I think is, where's 1 pi over 4? Because if I want 5 pi over 4, it's like this. Do you get how that's? Pay attention, please. Stop talking when I'm talking. Thank you. So 5 pi over 4 is 5 times pi over 4. So I need to know where pi over 4 is first. Yes? Excellent. So that's where pi over 4 is. And if I want 5 of those, I just keep counting by those. 1 pi over 4, 2 pi over 4, 3 pi over 4, 4 pi over 4, which, check yourself when you get to a main spot like that, it should reduce to, oh, it does reduce to pi. And then 5 pi over 4 goes one more notch down, and it's right there. Now, what's going to be there? Well, if you know this is a 45-degree angle, hopefully you remember it's the 1, 1, square root of 2 triangle. And then you got to divide everything by what? Square root of 2. And so then it's this and then that. So if I, square root of 2, sorry. Square root of 2. So it's 1 over square root of 2 and 1 over square root of 2. And I just made the most common mistake in circle tree. Yes? They have to be negative. So easy to forget about the directionality of it. It's going to the left and down, so those are negative and negative. Now, why did I put that there? You have the right to leave early, so you may. He talked to me about it ahead of time. All right, so this is the sine is the y. Get that straight in your head, sine y. And then cosine is what? X. And then tangent is what? Y over x. Say that one more time. Sine is? Cosine is? X. And sine, or sorry, tangent is? All right. And y over x really means sine over cosine, doesn't it? Because y is sine. So when its tangent is y over x, its tangent is sine over cosine. And it's true. Tangent means sine divided by cosine. All right. So if I've got all these, I've got everything. I can say this is where 5 pi over 4 is, and sine of it would be that. Cosine of it would be that. The same. Kind of weird, but true. And then tangent would be this. Divided by this, since they're identical, it's 1. All right. Okay, so that's just a 2-second little review. Today was just kind of a catch-up day where we graded the lab. If you were absent today, you missed grading the Commons lab. You're going to have to email it to me. And tonight's homework is to make a perfect what? Unit circle. In your own hand, as in with a blank notability doc. You draw all of the angles, all the little spots, like for example, again, if you're at home, you'd have to label all of these spots as like sine of 30 is 1/2. So I happen to have that one memorized because I told you guys a long time ago that would come up over and over again, and sine's the y. But if I was going to make it, I'd probably draw this 1, 2, square root of 3, and then go divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2, because then the radius equals 1. And then this distance is root 3 over 2, and this distance is 1/2. Yay, I've got my start of my unit circle. But you also have to have all these spots labeled as far as 30 is also pi over 6. That's the angle here. And then this spot here is 45, and the angle, pi over 4, and the spot, what comma what. And I'm not telling you the whole thing, but hopefully you remember that this then bounces over here and down here and over here, and it appears 4 times. The only difference is in this spot the x's are negative. Here both x and y are negative, and here the y's are negative. Okay, there's a reminder, and that's all I have for you for today.